And welcome to the SEK Sports Network, bringing you the very best coverage of high school sports throughout southeast Kansas. And we welcome you to the Girls Championship game here at the 41st Annual Harold Thomas Interstate Classic in Coffeyville. Jeff Carpenter with your call here on SEK Sports Network. The Coffeyville Phil Kindley Lady Golden Tornado to take on the Wichita Lady Defenders. Starters for the Lady Defenders, number 13, Cody Ammons, number 15, Lee Stevens, number 25, Natalie Jackson, number 43, Mariah Witham, and number 55, Tina Celine. For Coffeyville, their starters, number 2, Andrea Newton. Number 3, Devin Cosper. Number 5, Alexis Johnson. Number 10, Blair Johnson. And number 34, Bailey Brashler. Coffeyville's coached by Eric Flayton. Wichita Lady Defenders coach Pam Martin. And here we go. The Lady Nado control the opening tip in white uniforms, purple and gold trim. Wichita Defenders, all orange, tops and bottoms, white trim, and royal blue trim. First shot, long range, that's a 3-ball, and drilling the triple, that's Blair Johnson. Coffeyville's lead at 3-0. They'll press it in the backcourt. Defenders, they break it. Cross the timeline. They'll work it to the high post, then stripped away. Devin Cosper on the breakaway, coast to coast, lays it off the window for 2. 5-0 in a blink of the eye. Less than 30 seconds into the game. Coffeyville up by 5. More pressure in the backcourt. Defenders trying to get across the timeline. They do finally break it. Wide open for the layup. Missing it. It's off the window. No good. The putback won't go. And finally, 3 times it goes in. Witham getting the 2 to fall. 5-2. Coffeyville with the lead. Cosper throws it cross-court. Brashler into the corner. Alexis Johnson. Zone defense, running a 2-1-2 are the defenders. Brashler brings it between the circles. Coffeyville leading 5-2. Down on baseline from Cosper, it goes to Blair Johnson. Back to Cosper on the wing. Devin drives. 15-foot jump shot off rim. No good. Lady Nado trying to come up with the rebound. And there's a collision on the weak side of the basket. And it's going to go off the knee of Wichita Lady Defenders. Just underway here, first quarter. Championship game in the Interstate Classic on the girls' side. Coffeyville with the 5-2 lead. Blair Johnson with it into the corner. Brashler with the 3. Barely grazes iron. Rebound controlled by the Lady Defenders. It's Witham. Across the timeline comes Wichita. Long-range 3-ball. That's an air ball by Ammons. And they'll reset the offense. Lady Defenders in the paint. Puts the shot up. It's rejected by Brashler. Coffeyville comes up with the loose ball. Cosper, dribble drive, puts it off the window. Can't the bucket in the foul. Devin Cosper. Already 4 points here in the early going. 6:05 showing first quarter. Coffeyville's lead at 7-2 over the Wichita Lady Defenders. And Defenders head coach Pam Martin trying to regroup her players here as Cosper steps to the stripe for the and one. Up and in, nothing but net. Devin Cosper already with 5 points. Coffeyville's lead at 8-2. Pressure in the backcourt. And Defenders airmails the ball out of bounds on the turnover. Cody Ammons trying to get it to her teammate, but Lee Stevens needed to be about 6'10" to reel that one in. Another turnover. Coffeyville with it, left to right. Cross midcourt on the dribble. It's Alexis Johnson to Brashler. Long range shot and another 3-ball by Blair Johnson. 2 long range triples by Blair Johnson. 11-2. And now a steal the other way. But Defenders gets it back and then stripped away. They do retain possession. And now a quick foul at the top of the key as Natalie Jackson is bumped into. And Blair Johnson going to pick up her first personal foul, first team foul against Coffeyville. 5:36 mark first quarter. 11-2. Lady Nado off to a roaring hot start. Inbounds play goes to Cody Ammons between the circles. Man defense by the Lady Golden Tornado. Ammons picks up the dribble. Now dumps it off to her teammate. On the dribble, it's going to be Natalie Jackson. And there's a long 3 from the wing. It's off rim. No good. And it's controlled by Defenders. Lady Defenders will reset the offense. Lee Stevens with it between the circles. Man defense by the Lady Golden Tornado. We hit the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. 11-2. Coffeyville with the lead over the Wichita Lady Defenders. Backdoor pass. And that was Tina Celine trying to hit her streaking teammate Lee Stevens on the backdoor. But it goes out of bounds on the turnover. And really turnovers creating a huge issue now for the Lady Defenders. They trail 11-2, under 5 minutes. Devin Cosper across the timeline, zips it over left wing. Alexis Johnson into the corner. Blair Johnson better get a hand in her face. She's got 2 triples. Now to Andrea Newton. Cross-court pass. Devin Cosper. Nothing but net. Devin drops the triple from the coffin corner. 14-2, and now a steal the other way. Here come the Lady Nado. Cosper on the wing, has the triple open. She decides not to take it, and now we're going to get a loose ball foul going, I believe, against the Lady Golden Tornado. And Devin Cosper going to pick up her first personal, second team foul. 4:18 showing first quarter. It's been all Lady Golden Tornado. They lead 14-2, and the timeout is going to go to the Wichita Lady Defenders, trailing 14-2. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Interstate Classic Basketball on the SEK Sports Network.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
Welcome back to Stoner Gymnasium on the campus of Field Kindley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your call here this afternoon. Girls Championship game at the Interstate Classic. Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado leading 14-2 over the Wichita Lady Defenders. Pressure in the backcourt. Defenders, they do break it. Get it across the timeline. Dribble into the lane by Jackson. She dumps it off to Ammons. Now the shot from the corner for 3. It's off rim. No good. Rebound controlled by Devin Cosper of Coffeyville. Under 4 minutes and counting. Cosper dumps it off. Just into the game now, Olivia Palmer, the 5'3 junior. She'll throw it back to Cosper. Top shelf. Defenders spreading the floor, running 2-1-2 zone now as they switch it up. There's another long 3. It's off rim. No good by Coffeyville. Missed by Blair Johnson. Here come the Lady Defenders back the other direction. Setting the offense, Lee Stevens between the circle. Palmer picks her up. She'll fire it to Celine. Now over left wing. Shot put up, no good. Out by Witham, but defenders get it back, and there's a long-range triple. Big shot by Cody Ammons for the Lady Defenders. She hits the 3 ball. Coffeyville's lead at 14-5. We go under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Palmer throws it over left wing to Blair Johnson. Back to Palmer. Round the perimeter. They'll telephone line it back to Palmer. Into the corner. Goes to Cosper. Devin picks up the dribble. Zone defense by the Lady Defenders. Now on the pass from Cosper to Blair Johnson. Nearing the 2.5-minute mark. First quarter, 14-5. Coffeyville with the lead. Long shot from the wing. It's no good. That's Tandy Cox, the 5'10 junior who just checked in. And I believe Cody Ammons is going to pick up the personal foul, her first. Second team foul. Cox's first free throw at the line, nothing but net. Lady Nado's lead at 15-5. Second one, no good. This is actually 3 free throws. She was outside the three-point arc when she was fouled. Cox misses the second. Emma Herkelman checking into the lineup for the Lady Nado, along with Brashler. Cosper and Newton going to set down. And the third one missed by Cox. She goes 1 for 3 at the stripe, 15-5. And now a little trouble in the backcourt by Ammons, but she gets it across the timeline to Stevens. Inside it goes. Ammons left wide open, and a nice pass from Celine to Ammons for the 2. Cody Ammons now with 5 points leads the Lady Defenders. They trail 15-7. 3-point shot coming. Line drive by Herkelman. It's no good, off rim. Rebound controlled by the Lady Defenders. We go under 2 minutes. And they try to work it baseline on the skip pass, but it goes out of bounds on the turnover. Coffeyville gets it back, leading 15-7, and now the Lady Defenders going to press the ball in the backcourt, get it to Brashler. Driving on the scoop shot, up and under, no good by Alexis Johnson. But the junior on the hard dribble, he's going to be fouled on the shot. Tina Celine going to pick up her first personal, third team foul. 2 shots at the line for Alexis Johnson, and she misses the first one. One more coming at the stripe for Johnson. Coffeyville so far 1 out of 4. Now Alexis Johnson hits the second one. 16-7, Lady Nado with the lead. 139 and counting. Lady defenders work it inside. Errant pass. It's picked off by the Lady Nado. That's Emma Herkelman coming up with good hands on defense. And now we're going to get a whistle, and it's like a tie-up. Possession arrow's going to stick with the Lady defenders of Wichita. Trailing 16-7, 92 seconds left here in the first quarter. They'll inbound under their basket. Quick pass into Stevens. She dumps it back to Ammons, off her knee, but she keeps it alive to Celine. Now back to Jackson between the circles. Over far side, it goes to Stevens. Shot put up off the window, no good. Ammons comes up with it, and on the carom, Cody Ammons gets the 2 to fall. She now has 7 to lead the Lady defenders. They trail 16-9. 65 seconds and counting left in the quarter. Inside pass to Cox, trying to get it down to Herkelman, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady defenders of Wichita. Exactly 60 seconds left in the first quarter. Set to kick it in. Bailey Brashler under the Lady Nado's basket. She skips it over far side. Herkelman inside it goes to Cox, and now we're going to get a traveling violation down on the low block against Tandy Cox of Coffeyville. That's a turnover. 16-9. Ammons with it in the backcourt. She's double teamed, kicks it off quickly to Stevens. Across the timeline, but it's stolen by Cox. Throws it down court. Shot put up by Alexis Johnson. Count the bucket in the foul, and Johnson on the breakaway layup gets the hoop and the harm as she is fouled on the shot after it drops. Leah Stevens picking up her first personal foul, 4th team foul against the Lady defenders. And at the line for the and one, Alexis Johnson gets it to fall. So the three-point play, the conventional way, gives Coffeyville the 19-9 lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Ammons throws it, but Herkelman comes up with the steal. Johnson puts the shot up. Alexis can't get it to fall, but Cox on the offensive rebound. It's no good on the putback. Down to 25 seconds. 19-9. Coffeyville with the lead. Into the paint. Ball dumped down low. Shot put up and in. And Celine gets the two-pointer. 19-11. Under 10 seconds. Here come the Lady Nado. Johnson, Alexis with the three ball, and Alexis Johnson dials it in from downtown. 22-11 at the end of one quarter of play in the girls' championship game at the 41st annual Interstate Classic. The Lady Golden Tornado lighting up the Wichita Lady Defenders at the end of one. 22-11. We're taking the break. You're listening to SEK Sports Network.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Coffeyville Interstate Classic. Jeff Carpenter with the call here for SEK Sports Network. Into one quarter of play, the Lady Golden Tornado leading the Wichita Lady Defenders in this championship matchup, 22-11. At the end of one quarter, a high-scoring game. Coffeyville coming out red hot. And they will get the ball to start the second quarter. Walking it up across the timeline, Alexis Johnson. She's got 7 points. Now to Cosper. Devin on the far wing. Throws it to Brashler, top of the key. Trying to go inside. Ball tipped away, but Brashler runs it down. Resets the offense. Zone defense, Lady Defenders. Cosper on the dribble. Throws it to Blair Johnson. Out top key. Now back to Cosper on the spin move. Into the coffin corner, Brashler, cross-court pass, Blair Johnson, now there it is, long three, that's an air ball. Cosper gets it back, 17-foot jump shot, it's off rim, no good, and the rebound ripped down by Witham for the Lady Defenders. Now across midcourt, Stevens gets it inside to Witham, and a left-handed shot off the glass, pretty athletic move by Mariah Witham. She's got 4 points, 22-13. Coffeyville's lead now at 9. Lady Nado slow it down. They look it inside, pass on the low block. Cosper out to Brashler. She wants the three. It rattles out. Putback won't go for Blair Johnson, and the rebound controlled by the Lady Defenders. On the dribble, it's going to be Natalie Jackson. She'll throw it over left side to Leah Stevens. Back to Jackson between the circles. Coffeyville goes man defense, nearing the 6.5-minute mark, second quarter. Now left wing pass to Celine. Back to Ammons. Around the perimeter, far side. Now inside the pass. Shot put off the window, no good. Celine can't get it to go. It's still loose. Ammons runs it down. She'll reset the offense. Throws it back to Jackson. Back inside it goes. Shot put up and a blocking foul going against Andrea Newton in the paint as Tina Celine battling hard on the glass. She'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. Andrea Newton picking up her first personal. That is the third team foul against the Lady Nado. Meanwhile, at the stripe, getting the shooter's roll with a little body English by Tina Celine. It goes in. 22-14, Coffeyville by 8. Celine's second shot. Ooh, that one's short off right rim. Rebound ripped down quickly by Coffeyville. It's Newton. Gets the outlet pass down the floor. Cosper. Inside Brashler, double team baseline, fires a hot pass off the knee of Alexis Johnson, out of bounds on the turnover. 6:01 left here in the second quarter. Backcourt pressure, Coffeyville up by 8. Lady Defenders try to break it. Jackson across the timeline, trying to fire it inside to her teammate with him, but it's off her hands, out of bounds, turnover. Lady Defenders, 5:50 and counting, left to right. Here comes Blair Johnson across the timeline. Cross-court pass, Devin Cosper thought about the triple. She'll drive, free throw line, puts it up, 15-footer. It kisses off the window, no good, but there is a foul on the shot, and that's going to go against Mariah Witham. It's her first personal. 5th team foul against the Wichita Lady Defenders. Devin Cosper to shoot a pair. She's 1 out of 1. Make it 2 out of 2. Cosper now with 9 points to pace the Lady Golden Tornado scoring as they lead 23-14. Second shot pending for Devin Cosper. Little change in the lineup for the Lady Defenders. Rebecca Smith, a 5'7" senior, checks in. Meanwhile, Cosper coolly drains her third free throw here in the first half. 24-14, double-digit lead, Lady Nado. More pressure in the backcourt. Ammons across the timeline, then throws it away. Brashler comes up with the steal. Outlet pass. Devin Cosper dribbles right wing. Under 5.5 minutes here in the second quarter. She'll toss it out to Brashler, top of the key, into the corner. Another three in route. It lips out from Alexis Johnson. No good. But more pressure in the backcourt and a tie-up by Blair Johnson. Good defensive play. And the possession arrow sticks with the Wichita Lady Defenders. 5:10 and counting. They're facing the heavy backcourt pressure. Jackson with it. Dumps it off to Ammons. Cross-court pass. Smith. She'll put it up. 10-footer. Rebecca Smith drops the 2 ball. Smith's first 2 points. 24-16. Coffeyville's lead at 8. Cosper dribbles right wing. Now to Brashler. Top of the key. Back to Cosper. Into the corner. Blair Johnson. Back to Cosper. She'll bring it out between the circles. Throws it over far side, Alexis Johnson. Zone defense again being spread by the Wichita Lady Defenders. Clock ticking at 4.5 minutes, second quarter. Girls Championship game at the 41st Interstate Classic in Coffeyville. The hometown Lady Golden Tornado with the 24-16 lead. Cosper passing now to Alexis Johnson, to Brashler. Goes to Blair Johnson, to Brashler. Inside, Andrea Newton battling on the glass. Shot put up, no good. Point blank. Couldn't get it to fall. Coffeyville with the rebound. Alexis Johnson wants the 3. It won't fall. Put back by Blair Johnson won't go. And the Lady Golden Tornado, 5 opportunities offensively. They fail to convert and then commit the foul on the rebound. That's going to go against Blair Johnson, her second personal, 4th team foul for the Lady Nado. Brashler going to check out for Coffeyville. Aubrey Zog takes her spot on the floor for the Lady Nado, and then back the other way, we're going to have a quick reach-in foul against the Lady Nado defense, and I think Blair Johnson's going to pick up another quick foul. Blair Johnson now with 3 personals, fifth team foul, and Eric Flayton's got to be really concerned now that his star guard picking up 3 fouls. She's going to have to go to the bench. Taking her spot, Olivia Palmer. Lady Defenders get it in. Shot put up from 10, rims out, no good by Stevens. It's loose on the floor and looked like almost a traveling call by the Lady Golden Tornado, but Alexis Johnson bailed out by head coach Eric Flayton on the timeout with 3:47 left, second quarter. Lady Golden Tornado 24, the Wichita Lady Defenders 16 in the Interstate Classic Championship game. We're taking the break with them.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Interstate Classic here in Coffeyville. Championship game, it's got the atmosphere of that as the Lady Golden Tornado zoomed out to an early lead at the end of one quarter of play, 22-11 over the Wichita Lady Defenders, but Lady Defenders have responded pretty well as they've outscored Coffeyville 5-2 here in this second period of play. Still 3:47 remaining. Coffeyville has the ball after their timeout. No pressure in the backcourt. Johnson gets it in. Cosper, she'll bring it up across the timeline. Again, zone defense being spread by the Lady Defenders. Cosper, the perimeter, throws it over to Palmer, top of the key. Back to Alexis Johnson, now to Cosper in the corner. Blair Johnson for Coffeyville has 3 early fouls. She's on the bench. Cox has it in the corner, down to 3:16 and counting. She's being pressed, fires it out near center circle. Cosper, Devin on the dribble, throws over to Palmer, now to Johnson. Now it goes to Cosper, top of the key. She'll drive, puts the runner up, count the bucket and the foul. Devin Cosper, power move into the paint, and she's awarded with the and one pending. Foul going against Tina Celine, her second personal, 6-team foul for the Wichita Lady Defenders. Cosper missed the and one. Rebound controlled by the Lady Defenders. They trail 26-16. Ammons with it on the wing. Ball tipped away. Cosper on the breakaway. Devin dribbles, left-handed layup, soft off the window for 2. 28-16, Lady Nado with the lead. Devin Cosper with 14 points, and then an errant pass. Tandy Cox comes up with it. He gets it out quickly to Alexis Johnson across the timeline. Now to Cosper. Devin will take the 3 from the wing. It won't fall, and Ammons cleans the glass for the Lady Defenders. Now to Stevens, and we're going to get a bump and a foul right near the midcourt stripe against the Lady Golden Tornado. Alexis Johnson picks up her first personal, 6-team foul. Both teams with 6-team fouls now with 2:16 left here in the second quarter of play, and Alexis Johnson's going to check out, taking her spot Bailey Brashler, the 5'10 senior. Defenders inbound near midcourt. Ammons, she'll throw it to Stevens. Coffeyville, they'll go 2-3 zone defense. Down on the block, shot put up and in. And a pretty good job that time by Tina Celine. She lays it in for her 5th point of the night. 28-18. Lady Nado back the other way. Cox has the shot on the baseline. It won't fall. Celine with the rebound. And now they're going to say she stepped out of bounds right at the end line with her right foot. So a turnover by the Lady Defenders with $1:51 left here in the first half. 28-18. Coffeyville Lady Nado with the lead. They get it inbounds. Cox puts it up and in for 2, and a nice assist by Brashler to Cox. Tandy Cox now with 3 points, 30-18. Lady Nado with the 12-point lead, and then a dribble drive baseline by Ammons, and she's going to be bumped and fouled by Bailey Brashler of Coffeyville. Brashler's first personal, 7th team foul. Now a 1-and-1 bonus for the Lady Defenders. High off rim, it's no good by Ammons, but Wichita Lady Defenders had a shot at the rebound, and they were unable to come up with it. So a missed opportunity with 95 seconds and counting here in the second quarter for the Lady Defenders. They're down 30-18. Brashler across midcourt. Throws it over to Palmer. Back to Brashler. Again, the Lady Defenders in that spread zone defense. Back to Palmer, ball loose on the floor, and there's a lot of contact right at center circle, and I think they're going to catch Cody Ammons with the personal foul, trying to come up with the steal. And Ammons does indeed pick up her second personal, 7th team foul. Both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus, and this sends Olivia Palmer to the free throw line. The 5'3 junior, her first trip of the night. Devin Cosper checking out for Coffeyville. Emma Herkelman takes her spot on the floor. Also, Aubrey Zog into the lineup for the Lady Nado. At the line, nothing but net. And a big shot there by Olivia Palmer as she gets her first point of the night. 31-18, Lady Nado. Second shot, Palmer. This one rims out. Rebound controlled by the Lady Defenders. It's Witham. She gets the outlet pass. Down the floor it goes to Stevens. Down to 65 seconds left. Stevens takes the shot off the dribble. It's no good. Ball lost out of bounds by Celine under the basket for the Lady Defenders. Those 60 seconds left. Baker's dozen lead at 31-18 for the Lady Golden Tornado. Bailey Brashler across midcourt. Throws left side. Palmer into the corner. Cox. Back out top shelf. Herkelman. She'll throw it back to Cox. Baseline shot from 15. And a nice jump shot by Tandy Cox. She's got 5. 33-18 down to 40 seconds. Hammonds across midcourt. She'll dribble right wing. Throws it inside. Witham. She's double teamed. Trying to get it back to Stevens. And it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Emma Herkelman of Coffeyville. 30.5 seconds remaining. The Lady Golden Tornado up by 15. Their biggest lead of the night here in the girls championship game of the Interstate Classic. Setting the offense, Lee Stevens between the circles for the Lady Defenders. Throws it over left wing. Celine back out top. It goes to Cody Hayes, who's just checked in. And now there's a long three-pointer. A good look that time by Jackson. It's no good, but controlled by the Lady Defenders. The putback is up. No good, but a foul on the shot. And again, Tina Celine, a 5'8 senior, battling hard in the paint for the offensive rebounds. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair for the Lady Defenders. And Emma Herkelman picks up her first personal, 8th team foul for Coffeyville. Celine steps to the line and coolly knocks down the first free throw for the Lady Defenders. She's now 2 out of 3 at the stripe. Second shot, Celine, nothing but net. Got them both. Here comes Lady Nado. They throw it away, but now we're going to get another turnover, handing it right back to Coffeyville as Natalie Jackson stepping on the sideline out of bounds. So Coffeyville gets it back with 4.2 seconds left. They'll inbound right near mid-stripe. Brashler across the timeline. Down to 1 second. She fires it up at the buzzer. No good. Into one half of play in the girls' championship game at the Interstate Classic of Coffeyville. It's the Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado 33. The Wichita Lady Defenders 20. You're listening to Interstate Classic Basketball right here on the SEK Sports Network.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to the 41st Annual Interstate Classic here in Coffeyville. Stoner Gymnasium. Jeff Carpenter with the play-by-play call on behalf of SEK Sports Network. Here at halftime, the girls' championship game, the Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado putting on a show for the hometown crowd as they lead the Wichita Lady Defenders 33-20 at the halftime intermission break. Looking at some of the unofficial stats. First off, for the Wichita Lady Defenders, Cody Ammons leading the way in scoring for the Defenders. She's one of the co-leaders anyway for Wichita. She has 7 points at halftime, 1 trifecta for Ammons. She's also 0 for 1 at the free throw line. Rebecca Smith, she has 2 points, that coming from the field in the second quarter. Mariah Witham, she has 4 points, both of those from the field in the first half. Tina Celine working hard on the glass offensively and defensively in the paint for the Lady Defenders. She has 7 points, 5 of her 7 coming in the second quarter. Celine also at the free throw line, 3 for 4 for the Lady Defenders in that second quarter. As a team in the first half, collectively, from the free throw line, the Lady Defenders are 3 for 5 at the charity stripe with 20 points at halftime. For the hometown Coffeyville, Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado leading the way in scoring pretty much as she has throughout her career. It's Devin Cosper with 14 points at the halftime intermission break. Cosper having a great game. She's got 1 trifecta. That came in the first quarter. Devin also make it 3 for 4 overall from the free throw line in the first half of play en route to those 14 team leading points for the Golden Tornado. Olivia Palmer, She has 1 point, 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Alexis Johnson, she has 7 points at halftime. All 7 of Alexis Johnson's points coming in the first quarter. One of those a trifecta. She was also 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Blair Johnson falling into foul trouble in the first half. She has 6 points. All 6 of Blair Johnson's points coming in the first quarter. Both of those long-range trifectas early in the first quarter of play. Tandy Cox has came in off the bench and really played very nicely for the Lady Golden Tornado down on the low block. Cox has 5 points at the intermission break. She's 1 for 3 at the free throw line, but has played a pretty big role on the rebounding side of things for Coffeyville. Bailey Brashler not getting in on the scoring act in the first half. She does have 1 foul, but Brashler pretty much running the floor, doing a good job as one of the field generals for Eric Flayton's Lady Golden Tornado. Emmerich Herkelman, 1 foul, no points in the first half. Blair Johnson, as we mentioned, 3 fouls. That triggered the red flag in the second quarter. She had to go to the bench with those early 3 fouls and 6 points in the first half. Alexis Johnson with only 1 foul. Devin Cosper with a single foul. And Andrea Newton, she's been held scoreless and only 1 foul for her. The Lady Golden Tornado collectively as a team from the free throw line shooting 7 out of 12 in the first half with 33 points as they lead the Wichita Lady Defenders 33-20 at the halftime intermission of the girls' championship game here at the Interstate Classic. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have your second half. You're listening to SEK Sports Network Basketball.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Interstate Classic. Just getting ready to start the third quarter of action. The Field Kindley Lady Nado with the ball, leading 33-20. They'll go right to left, walking it up across the timeline. It'll be Alexis Johnson. Man defense by the Lady Defenders. Now goes to Cosper. Into the corner on the pass to Blair Johnson. She'll dribble it, throw it back to Cosper between the circles. She'll reset the offense. Coffeyville in their hometown, white tops and bottoms, gold and purple trim. Wichita Lady Defenders, all orange tops and bottoms, white and royal blue trim. Pass from Cosper to Alexis Johnson, far wing. Inside it goes to Andrea Newton. She'll put the shot up. It's no good off rim. Rebound controlled by the Lady Defenders. It's Celine. Now down the floor comes Ammons. She'll put the shot up from the wing, and that's Cody Ammons knocking down the 2-ball to start the third quarter for the Lady Defenders. She's got 9, 33-22. Coffeyville's lead at 11. Alexis Johnson to Brashler. Inside Newton. Andrea Newton. Turnaround jump shot for 2. And Andrea Newton gets in on the scoring act with 6:50 and counting here in the third quarter. 35-22 Coffeyville. They'll press in the backcourt. Stevens gets it across the timeline to Ammons. Back it goes over right wing to Jackson, and they throw it away. Brashler comes up with the turnover. Bailey across the timeline on the dribble, dumps it off Alexis Johnson. Now to Newton, top of the key. Over to Cosper. Long 3-ball. Devin Cosper. Deadly from the right wing on the triple. And Cosper now with 17 points to pace the Lady Golden Tornado. They lead 38-22. Back the other way for the 3-ball shot for the Lady Defenders. It's no good by Stevens, but they get the rebound. Shot put up from long again by Jackson. It won't fall. And then Bailey Brashler cleans the boards for Coffeyville. She'll drive into the lane. Pulls up. 10-footer off her rim. No good. Controlled on the rebound by Witham for the Defenders. Here they come. Ammons back the other way. She'll try to scoop it up on the low block, and she is going to be fouled on the dribble drive, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's like Bailey Brashler going to pick up her second personal. That's the first team foul. First foul of the second half for either team. 5:49 showing in the third quarter. Ammons' first shot, no good, short off the rim. She's 0 for 2 so far from the free throw line for the Lady Defenders. Although she does have 9 points, leads the way in scoring and rattles out. No good on the missed shot. Ammons getting another chance. She puts it off the glass. It won't go. Celine did a good job cleaning the boards, but couldn't get it to fall, was Ammons. Now saved by Blair Johnson for Coffeyville. Here comes Cosper. She'll put it up and in for two. Devin Cosper putting on a clinic. She's got 19, 40-22, and then we get a turnover in the backcourt by the Lady Defenders. A 10-second violation. That hands it right back to the Lady Golden Tornado. Just under 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. And I believe Pam Martin, head coach of the Lady Defenders of Wichita, wants the timeout. Lady Defenders trail the Lady Golden Tornado 40-22 in the championship game. We're going to take the TO with them. You're listening to SEK Sports Network Basketball. And welcome back to the Interstate Classic. Coffeyville with the lead, 40-22. Cosper gets it in to Blair Johnson right at midcourt. Back to Cosper, left wing. Into the paint it goes to Brashler. She tries to drive. And splitting defender, there's a lot of contact and a foul on the reach-in against the Lady Defenders. Cody Ammons picks up her third personal foul. First team foul. Here we go, the inbounds pass. Shot put up long range three. Blair Johnson trying to get it to fall. It won't go. Brashler with the rebound, and then the skip pass back out to the perimeter. Trying to hit Alexis Johnson, goes out of bounds on the turnover. 40-22. Coffeyville with the 18-point lead. Rebecca Smith checks back in for the Lady Defenders. Pass down onto the low block. Witham trying to go for the European drop step move. She's going to be fouled on the low block. Blair Johnson going to pick up the personal foul. Wow, she's got 4. And she's going to check right back out with 4 personal fouls with 5:04 left here in the third quarter. Non-shooting foul. Lady Defenders look to get it in. They find Jackson, but she can't hang on to it. It goes out of bounds on the turnover. So the Lady Golden Tornado appear to be well on their way to securing a championship finish here at their own tournament at the Coffeyville Interstate Classic, the 41st annual to be exact. Palmer with it to Alexis Johnson. Cross-court pass into the corner. Devin Cosper thought about the triple, holsters it, throws it inside. Newton puts the shot up off the rim. No good. Witham with the rebound. Outlet pass Jackson. She'll bring it up across the timeline. Dribbles into the lane. Over to Stevens. Back to Jackson. Coffeyville goes 2-3 zone defense. Down on the low block. Witham puts the shot up. It's off rim. No good. Then the ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Devin Cosper of Coffeyville. 4.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Lady Nado in control, 40-22. They led 22-11 at the end of one quarter, and then at halftime they took a 33-20 lead into the locker room. Lady Defenders get it in. Running shot put up and in, and a nice athletic move on the dribble drive by Lee Stevens. She's got her first 2 points of the night, 40-24. Alexis Johnson throws it down on the low block. Devin Cosper, fadeaway 10-foot jump shot, nothing but net for Cosper. And Devin already with 7 points in the third quarter. She got 21 overall. Coffeyville comes up with a turnover. Alexis Johnson lays it in for 2. Alexis Johnson now with 9, 44-24. Biggest lead of the night at 20 for the Lady Nado. Scrum right at midcourt. Lady Nado control. Stevens pulls up, takes the 15-footer. It's off rim, no good. Devin Cosper with the rebound. Out of the pack quick. Lays it up off the window. It's no good. Celine with the rebound for the Lady Defenders. Gets it off to Jackson. She looks for help. Finds Stevens. Now across the timeline to Smith. She'll dump it right back to Natalie Jackson. She'll set the offense between the circles. Hands it off to Celine. 3:12 and counting. Third quarter, 44-24 in favor of the Lady Golden Tornado. To Jackson. Into the corner it goes to Stevens. Back to Jackson. Now to Smith. Around the perimeter. Celine right wing. Lady Nado, they stick in that spread zone defense. Over right side pass from Smith to Palmer. Now to Stevens. Takes the long three. It's off rim. No good. Alexis Johnson with the rebound. One and done for the Lady Defenders offensively. Johnson brings it across the timeline. Throws it left wing. Devin Cosper. Lady Defenders, they'll stay 2-1-2 zone. Now Cosper passing to Cox. She takes the baseline shot from 15. It's no good. Rebound controlled. Lady Defenders. 2:20 and counting. Third quarter, 44-24. Coffeyville with the lead. Over left wing pass. It's Jackson. Out top it goes to Smith, and Rebecca Smith is going to be called for the quick stutter step, traveling violation, turnover for the Lady Defenders with 2:10 left, third quarter. Again, 44-24, girls championship game at the Coffeyville Interstate Classic. Jeff Carpenter bringing you the action tonight, play-by-play for the SEK Sports Network. Devin Cosper, it's been lights out night for her offensively. She's got 21 already. Cosper with it into the corner. On the baseline, takes the 16-footer and smooth as silk. Devin Cosper drains it. 9 points in the quarter for Cosper. 46-24. Coffeyville on cruise control right now in the championship game. Celine throws it to Smith, and then a hot pass off the fingertips from Smith to Jackson, out of bounds on the turnover. Checking out for the Lady Defenders, it's going to be Lee Stevens, and taking her spot is going to be Cody Ammons. 95 seconds left here in the third quarter. Coffeyville with the 22-point lead. Palmer throws it top shelf. Herkelman back to Palmer. She won't launch that three, and there's a bullet downtown. Olivia Palmer. She's got 4. 49-24. The Lady Nado blowing it open back the other way on the hard dribble drive is Jackson for the Lady Defenders. She puts it up off the window. No good. There is going to be a foul, and it's going to go against Aubrey Zog of Coffeyville, her first personal. It's going to be the third team foul against the Lady Nado. Meanwhile, at the free throw line, Natalie Jackson for the Wichita Lady Defenders. She gets the first free throw to go, and that's Jackson's first points of the night. And that comes with 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Devin Cosper is going to check out to a nice ovation from the Interstate Classic crowd. Tandy Cox takes her spot on the floor, and Natalie Jackson also hits the second free throw for the Lady Defenders. 49-26, pressure in the backcourt. Blair Johnson across the timeline. Pressed by Smith, throws it to Herkelman, far wing. Ammons on her. Cross-court pass from Herkelman goes to Blair Johnson with the crossover dribble on the left wing. She'll bring it out near center circle. Throws to Palmer. Man defense, Lady Defenders under 50 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. 49-26, Coffeyville with the lead. Herkelman throws it to Cox. Now back to Herkelman. She'll put the shot up and in. A good give and go from Tandy Cox to Emma Herkelman for the two ball. 51-26, Lady Nado with a 25-point lead. Jackson across midcourt for the Lady Defenders to Smith. On the looping pass inside, it's tipped away. And we're going to get a foul on the loose ball. I believe it's going to go against the Lady Defenders. And it is. Rebecca Smith picks up her first personal foul. It's going to be the second team foul for the Lady Defenders with a little under 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's all Coffeyville here in the championship game. The Lady Nado up 51-26 over the Wichita Lady Defenders. Down to 13 seconds. Blair Johnson across the timeline. Has the ball tipped away, but she regains control, and then a reach-in foul. Going to go against the Lady Defenders, and I think it's Rebecca Smith again. Smith picks up two quick fouls. 3 team fouls now against the Lady Defenders. Herkelman to inbound, throws in the corner. Blair Johnson running shot baseline off rim, no good. Ripped down by Celine for the Lady Defenders. Then trying to get the outlet pass to Ammons. There's going to be a tip ball out of bounds. Last touch by Coffeyville with 0.2 of a second left. So not much you can do with it. Catch and shoot, and from three-quarter court, Celine just says, nope, not going to try it. Into 3 quarters of play in the girls' championship game at the Interstate Classic. Coffeyville, Phil Kindley, Lady Golden Tornado 51. The Wichita Lady Defenders 26. We're going to take a break. You're listening to SEK Sports Network Basketball. And welcome back to the Interstate Classic. Jeff Carpenter with the play-by-play call here at the SEK Sports Network. Starting the fourth quarter, Coffeyville with the 51-26 lead over the Wichita Lady Defenders. Defenders have the ball to start the fourth. They'll work it into the corner. Jackson takes the shot. 17-footer, drops the 2 ball. Pretty good start. Natalie Jackson, she now has 4 for the Defenders. Still down big, though, 51-28. Devin Cosper has it right wing. She's got 23 points on the night. Works it inside to Andrea Newton. She'll pull up from 8. Won't get the shot to drop, but Brashler comes up with the offensive rebound for Coffeyville, and she is fouled on the putback. Mariah Witham going to pick up her second personal, fourth team foul against the Lady Defenders with 7:24 left in the fourth quarter. Brashler at the stripe, and Bailey Brashler gets into the scoring column with the first free throw. 52-28. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. The Lady Golden Tornado lead 52-28 over the Wichita Lady Defenders. We're going to take the break with them. You're listening to SEK Sports Network Basketball. And welcome back to the Interstate Classic. Jeff Carpenter on the play-by-play for SEK Sports Network. 41st annual edition of the Harold Thomas Interstate Classic here in Coffeyville. And the hometown Lady Golden Tornado running away with it in the championship game, leading the Wichita Lady Defenders 52-28. Brashler's second shot at the line. She drops it through the net as well. So Bailey Brashler now with 2 points on the night. Coffeyville's lead looms large at 25. Lady Defenders working in the corner. Smith now to Jackson. Back to Stevens. She'll bring it out top shelf. Dribbles near center circle. Johnson on her. Throws it to Celine. Into the corner it goes to Jackson, and we're going to get a whistle away from the ball. It looks like maybe a holding call against the Lady Golden Tornado. Devin Cosper picks up her second personal, fourth team foul against the Lady Nado, non-shooting foul. Lady Defenders get it in the corner. It'll be Stevens, back to Jackson. She'll drive to the elbow, and it's stripped away. Bailey Brashler on the breakaway. She'll drive, lays it up and in for two. And Brashler now with 4 points, all in the fourth quarter. Coffeyville's lead at 55-28, 6:45 and counting. Right wing pass goes to Celine. She'll drive, puts the shot off the window, no good. But the putback goes offensively by Cody Ammons. Ammons now with 11 points. She's in double digits, 55-30. Coffeyville's lead, again, huge at 25. Cosper slows it down right at the top of the key. Throws it inside to Andrea Newton. She bangs it off the window for two. Good assist by Cosper to Newton. And Andrea Newton has 4 points for Coffeyville. Back the other way comes Ammons, and an athletic move on the runner in the lane by Cody Ammons for two. 57-32, under 6 minutes. Cosper comes back and returns the favor with the runner off the glass for the Lady Golden Tornado. 25 points, Devin Cosper. 59-32, Coffeyville's lead at 27, biggest of the night. Missed shot by the Lady Defenders. Brashler comes up with it for the Lady Golden Tornado. They'll slow it down, hands it off across the timeline. Alexis Johnson back to Brashler, top of the key to Johnson, and she's going to dribble the ball off her foot, out of bounds. Turnover Coffeyville with 5:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Pretty much a line change coming in for the Lady Defenders. 3 new players. Try to run them down as we get a chance. One of them, number 32, Tiffany Taylor. Celine has it in the backcourt, gets it to Ammons. She'll skip it across the timeline to Taylor. Hands it off to Celine, right wing. Coffeyville stacks up into a man-to-man defense now. Pressing the ball. Ammons, she'll throw it far side to Rachel Potter, who's just checked in, to Taylor. Ball tipped away, low block. Good defensive play by Blair Johnson of Coffeyville as she knocks it out of bounds. 5:04 remaining. And now the Lady Golden Tornado, they empty their bench with 5 new players. Herkelman back in, along with Palmer, Cox, also Karina Zog, and Aubrey Zog. Lady Defenders work it around the perimeter. Ammons, she'll throw it now. Out top side to Potter. Ball tipped away. Herkelman comes up with the loose ball, and then she's banged into by Cody Ammons. And Ammons now with 4 personal fouls, 5th team foul against the Lady Defenders with 4:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Ammons is going to check out along with Celine. Jackson back into the lineup along with Stevens for the Lady Defenders. No pressure in the backcourt. Palmer brings it across the timeline, throws it to Herkelman, top of the key. She'll dribble with the left hand, picked up man-to-man. by Stevens. Looping pass inside. Aubrey Zogg. She drives baseline, but they're going to catch her with the double dribble. That's a turnover for Coffeyville. Lady Defenders back the other direction. 4.5 minutes left in the game. They got a lot of work to do. Down 59-32. They're going to take a three-point shot. It's off rim by Jackson, and it bounces out of bounds and goes back to Coffeyville. 4:18 mark, and this one pretty much anticlimactic as the Lady Golden Tornado have dominated this contest. Up by 27. Herkelman with it. Throws it to Zogg. Now to Cox. To Herkelman, top of the key. Man defense by the Lady Defenders. She tries to get it inside to Karina Zogg. Tipped away, but Zogg comes up with it. Dumps it back to Cox, and Tandy Cox hits a three-point shot from the far wing. Tandy Cox now with 8 points, 62-32. Biggest lead of the night at 30 for the Lady Golden Tornado. Here in the championship game at the Interstate Classic. 3.5 minutes left in the contest. Stevens drives for the Defenders, lays it off the window for two. Count the bucket and the foul. The hoop and the harm for Lee Stevens. And Stevens now with 4 points. Tandy Cox going to pick up her first personal foul of the night. 5th team foul against the Lady Nado. We got a running clock due to the 30-plus point differential. Lady Nado up 62-34. We got another sub for the Lady Golden Tornado. Bailey Naden checking in for Cox. Missed free throw on the and one by Stevens. Ran down by Zogg. Karina Zogg hits the deck, and they're going to get her for a traveling violation. Turnover by the Lady Golden Tornado. Clock continues to run. Again, anytime it goes 30-plus points in the fourth quarter at any given time, it'll run nonstop. Inbounds play. Lady Defenders take the shot. Ammon's no good. The ball kicked back to Jackson. She'll reset the offense. Now to Stevens. Down low to Ammon. She'll drive. Lays it up off the window. No good, but a good hard dribble drive baseline. That will net 2 free throws coming for Cody Ammons. Aubrey Zogg picks up her second personal, 16 foul for the Lady Golden Tornado. Meanwhile, Cody Ammons hits the first free throw for the Lady Defenders. 62-35, clock moving, under 2 minutes left in the game. Defenders, they shuffle the lineup as well. Second shot, Ammons hits up and in. Pretty good night for Cody Ammons. She's got 15 points to lead the Lady Defenders. Herkelman passes it off to Naden. Trying to go back to Herkelman. It's tied up on the baseline. Ammons and Herkelman with a death grip on the orange at the 125 mark. Possession arrow goes back to Coffeyville. Leads 62-36. Lady Golden Tornado, they're going to secure the championship trophy here at the 41st Annual Interstate Classic here in Coffeyville. Been listening to our broadcast here on the SEK Sports Network. Be sure to listen for future broadcasts, hopefully in all sports, for sure basketball and football. Lady Nado to inbound under their basket, under a minute. Herkelman puts up a long three, and I think she called that one. Kissed it off the window. Emma Herkelman with 5 points. 65-36. Coffeyville with a 29-point lead, 35 seconds left, and Tiffany Taylor hits the two-pointer back the other way for the Lady Defenders. 65-38. 24 seconds and counting. Coffeyville with the ball. Ball tipped up into the air. Smith comes up with a loose ball for the Defenders. Now down to 13 seconds. Into the corner to Taylor. She tries to skip it down on the low block to her teammate Hannah Scott, but it goes out of bounds. Clock continues to move. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and the game is over. The 41st Annual Interstate Classic Championship belongs to the Field Kindley Coffeyville Lady Golden Tornado as they defeat the Wichita Lady Defenders 65-38. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have final game stats. You're listening to SEK Sportsnet.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And Welcome back to the Interstate Classic again in the girls' championship game. It was the Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado running away with the tournament title this year, the first time in the history of the Harold Thomas Interstate Classic that the Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado have ever won the championship, and they do it in convincing fashion, 65-38. The final score tonight as Coffeyville blows out the Wichita Lady Defenders in this championship game. Going to take a quick look at some of the final game stats. First off, for the Lady Defenders, Cody Ammons leads the way with 15 points. She had one trifecta, 2 for 5 at the free throw line, 4 fouls also for Ammons. Lee Stevens finishes with 4 points, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Natalie Jackson finishes with 4 points, a perfect 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Rebecca Smith chips in with 2 points. Tiffany Taylor has 2 points. Mariah Witham, she has 4 points. All of those coming from the field in the first half. And Tina Celine ends up with 7 points for the Wichita Defenders. She was also 3 for 4 at the free throw line. And it was just a tough night tonight for the Defenders as they ran into a juggernaut in the form of the Field Kindley Lady Golden Tornado. Just perhaps a most dominant performance as you could possibly want. I'm sure head coach Eric Flayton extremely proud of his Lady Golden Tornado, and he should be. First time ever in school history that the Lady Golden Tornado have captured the Harold Thomas Interstate Classic Championship, and they do it in convincing fashion yet again as the Lady Golden Tornado dominate the contest. And it's just an amazing night for all the fans in attendance here. And again, a quick look at some of the Lady Golden Tornado final game stats. Andrea Newton finishes with 4 points, all of those from the field. Devin Cosper, lights out night for the senior. 25 points to lead the way for all scorers tonight for Devin Cosper. 3 for 4 at the free throw line. She also had 2 long-range trifectas. Olivia Palmer, she has 4 points for Coffeyville. One of those, a three-pointer as well. Alexis Johnson, 9 points on the night, 1 trifecta, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Blair Johnson, she had 2 long-range three-pointers, both of those in the first quarter. She succumbed to foul problems pretty much the entire rest of the game as she finishes with 6 points. Emma Herkelman comes in with 5 points for the Lady Golden Tornado. One of those a three-pointer off the backboard in the fourth quarter. Tandy Cox, she has 8 points. She had a trifecta as well in the fourth quarter, 1 for 3 at the free throw line for Cox. Bailey Brashler, late scoring for her, 4 points in the fourth quarter. She ends with 4 points, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Coffeyville as a team, 7 out of 11 at the charity stripe. 7 make it 8 trifectas altogether from long range for the Lady Golden Tornado. They score 65 points on the night. They defeat the Wichita Lady Defenders 65-38, the final. Coffeyville, the Lady Golden Tornado, the only time that any girls team from Coffeyville has ever captured the Interstate Classic Championship, and it happens tonight here at the Interstate Classic in front of a good crowd in Coffeyville as the Lady Golden Tornado, they turn the lights out on the Wichita Lady Defenders in the championship game. 65-38 the final. Pleased to have you tune into our broadcast here on SEK Sports Network. Hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Coffeyville Interstate Classic.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.